Happy winter solstice day. Today's supposed to be the longest daytime and shortest nighttime. Still feels quite short. Yeah. Did a few things and the day's over. How are you guys doing? I meant to share a little bit about my competition experience last week, but I've been recovering. My body is in a wreck, an absolute wreck. Oops, ambulance. So, get in the car. So, I meant to share what happened last week. I was in Vegas for a week working and competing for about 5 days totally, and it was pretty intense. That my body finally gave up. That your mind wouldn't know. You just kept going. You think you can do it, but then when everything finished, I crashed. My body, I couldn't move when I woke up, and I had to use my hand. I had to use both of my hands to move my waist inch by inch, and then got up. So it was quite intense. I'm glad, obviously, winning is always good. Last year I got second in open division and I got third in my own division, but it feels totally different when you get first. Even the response from the public, I got thousands of messages that I've never received. The people that I haven't talked to for years or even for decades, they sent congratulation messages, which is very nice, and I worked really hard on this, and so I guess I'm well deserved. And so up to next, to the European Championship in 3 weeks, and I'm working on that too. So I'm putting my kimono back. And gave myself about 3 weeks training, because last weekend when I got back to LA was Monday night, and Tuesday I was resting, sleeping a lot, and Wednesday I started training a little bit, but it was still light. Wednesday trained, Thursday, Friday I trained from Wednesday to today. Basically I went to an open mat, so it was okay. But my body, I know that my body is still recovering, kind of need that time, need that rest to recover where it was. So up to next to Europe in less than a month, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I just got my ticket, and I'm very excited because I told myself that if I get a purple belt, I do want to go to compete in Europe. Before I was just kind of okay, before purple, no, but after I get my purple, I do want to compete on a bigger and bigger stage. So I just got my purple belt last week on the podium, and after I won my gold, and my professor promoted me on the podium, so it was double winning, and it was fantastic. So hence I'm going to compete on a purple belt in Europe as I planned. So this is what I've been up to lately, and I feel I'm just kind of oh, people are partying outside. I feel like I'm just like in this mood until I get it done, you know. Even like my friend had this birthday trip like this weekend, and I didn't go because I just felt like I need to rest, I need to recover, and I need to get back to it. I guess you do grow in hardship, you know. If everything is going okay, if you know everything is going all right, then usually you can't be bothered to change, honestly. Because if you're in a comfortable situation, why would you? Why would you, you know, fidget around and just human being. This is a human being. So yeah. So I would say in the past 5 years, it's a good lesson, you know. It's a good lesson for me, and I eventually become who I am today because of the setbacks, because of the hardship that I've been going through. And you kind of like grow stronger despite of everything. So there's a lot to say, but you know, still too much to say. 3 years world champion. I think I'm well deserved. I've worked really hard on it, and it's a cure. I mean, people probably say, why would you be so obsessed with this one sport, right? I think the sport found me when I was at the lowest point of my life, and the sport found me and kind of like cured me in a way, you know. So I didn't have to laser focus on my problems in my life, and kind of take your mind out of it for a bit. But that's the mindset you need to, where the focus, where the energy goes, how do you say it? Where how do they say it? Where your focus goes, the energy goes, right? Where the energy goes, the focus goes. It's the same. So sometimes when you're in a deep trouble, the best thing you can do for yourself to take your mind out of it, to kind of not focus on it for a second. I'm not saying that you should avoid your problems. No, I'm not saying that. But to take your mind out of it, take a little break, have a fresh perspective, and then come back to it, and it will be different, you know. If you laser focus on it, it's not going to do you any good, and you're not going to solve the problem the way you want it, and sometimes you're going to make it worse. So yeah, so I do feel sometimes you need to find a cure. The cure can be anything. Can be a hobby, can be a relationship, can be a friendship, can be little things, you know, little things. Doesn't matter. It can be anything. And then you come back to it, and you will have a different perspective to deal with your problems. Yeah. Where the focus goes, energy goes. Peace.